bombing run.
Alright guys, it's time for another episode of Bombing Run. Yeah, alright. Live from the Oddly Funny Studios in Detroit, Michigan. It's everybody's favorite game show, Bombing Run. How much fun is this? You know what? It's a really simple game. How this works is 3 comedians do 5-minute sets while my mysterious judge decides who's Joker Ace out of the 3 sets. The judge is looking for your setup punch and your appearance in front of a live studio audience, aka Zoom camera. If you're doing your jokes from over here, it's not going to matter. You're not going to win. If you have your phone up to your nose, that's not going to win either. I've had a comedian show me their nostrils, and I counted every hair. That doesn't get you on any other shows. Okay, please remember this is a PG-13 show. If you say the F or C word, Freddy the F-bomb will come down and crash your set, and you cannot be Joker Ace of the show. Okay? A lot of noise right there for some reason. So, before we get started, I want you guys to please welcome my mysterious comedian judge, Tom Foolery, everybody. Yeah, Tom Foolery.
Tom.
I met him at a gag store. No, they are a comedian. I've had people ask me, is this a comedian? Yes, they are. They actually have been in the business for a while, and they do take notes on your sets. Oh, Tom likes to issue gag orders. Yes, he does. He was actually issuing me a gag order before the show started, and I said, no, I have to talk during the show, and he said, fine. So that's how that goes. So, you know what? Let's get to our first comedy combatant tonight. Please welcome to the stage, Sara Kunz, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Woo! Yes, giving it up for myself. Thank you so much, Aaron. I'm so happy to be here on the bombing run because I'm actually from Hawaii and I'm half Japanese and half German. So it's really a perfect fit for me. So here's a fun fact for everybody. It turns out there's an electric eel that produces enough shock to start 50 cars.
Whoa.
And that is just so cool because my vibrator just broke. Anyway, I moved in with my boyfriend this year who's an electric eel. Yeah. And it's going good. It's going so good that I gotta be honest, I never wanted kids, but if I found out I was pregnant with his baby right now, I would call him up smiling and I would say, honey, I know it's not the way we planned it, but I'm ready to pay for the abortion. I'll cover the full cost. That's love, you know. And honestly, I'm not going to have kids because overpopulation is a serious problem. And I want to keep it tight. Love Aaron's laugh. So my boyfriend has 30% custody of his 4-year-old daughter. I have full custody of her Frozen soundtrack. It's brutal, man. Every time she's over, Sarah, can we watch Frozen? No, we've seen it too much. But when I watch Frozen, I learn things, Sarah. Really? Then why haven't you learned to let it go? No, she is great, though. I love that kid, whatever her name is, you know. Sweetheart. So actually, to be honest with all of you, I can't have kids. Because I'm on birth control. Don't worry. Yeah, and I'm not going to have kids with my boyfriend because he's white. Don't misunderstand me. I love white men. They're very good at carving a Thanksgiving turkey, you know. That's not a euphemism. It's just a fact. They're great at Thanksgiving. But I'm mixed. I'm half Japanese and half German. So, side note, if history went differently, all of you on this call would look like this. I'm Hitler's failed prototype.
Oh.
Oh, it is a bombing run. That's what I'm here for. And so being half and half. If I breed with a white person, my kids will really lose a lot of what I grew up with. They won't have the culture. They won't have the cuisine. They won't get any college scholarship. Because let's be honest, even half Japanese, which is the whitest minority you could be, I still get corporate inclusion coupons for life. But as it turns out, I am not Asian enough to be good at math. Yeah.
Oh.
Or to be anyone's fetish. Or am I? But I love the delayed thank you. I am Asian enough to be lactose intolerant and to turn red when I drink. Do you guys know about this?
Mm-mm.
So this is a real thing. Asians, because of our genetics, most Asians, 6 out of 4. No, 4 out of 6. So that's like 2/3. So like half of all Asians have an allergic reaction to alcohol, dairy, and honest family conversations. Like for all of you, a wine and cheese party is super fun. It means you're an elegant adult. For me, it means I'm gassy and my face is hot. Thank you guys. My name is Sarah. You've been a great crowd. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for Sara Kunz, everybody. And Sarah, get back here. Where's it? Where we can find you on social media?
Oh, thank you. I'll put it in the chat. It's hard to spell. It's at Sara Mishina Kunz. I'll drop that right now.
Is that on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok?
Twitter and Instagram.
Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much. Stick around. We've still got 2 more comedians to go through, and we'll see who wins. Wow, that was awesome. And she did it, ladies and gentlemen. She did that because she was outside. She got her car towed trying to get to this show. I've never had anyone getting their car towed during the Zoom. So that's some dedication there. So it's Sara, MISHINAKUNZ. That's on her Twitter. Go follow her. She's a very funny comedian. Tom Foolery, I just fixed your video. I hope no one's seen you because they would have recognized you as Jeff Foxworthy, everybody. I'm sorry, I just told everybody your name. No, it wasn't Jeff Foxworthy, but they are a comedian, and I had to shut off their video because obviously something happened there. So if you guys seen their head, you don't know who they are because I'm going to brainwash you right after the show. Tom, could you let me know in the chat if you're ready for the next comedian, please? What do you mean that wasn't you? The janitor? What? No, come on, Tom. You're just pulling my leg. Oh, you're pulling my leg. Stop. All right. Tom, you ready to go? Yes. Look, he even says it out loud to everyone. Tom, make sure when you tell me who the winner is, you do that in a private chat so I know. So it's a surprise to everyone because I like being surprised. All right, so the next comedian combatant up to stage is AJ Cappuccino, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Hello, my name's AJ Cappuccino. I'm on the autism spectrum, and growing up with autism is hard because ice cream socials were just ice cream sit-theirs. And employment was hard. I got fired from the shuttle bus service because I was driving away customers.
Oh.
And my sister hated me. She'd sleep in a tent so she wouldn't get rained on. We weren't camping. I was just on the top bunk and a bedwetter.
Oh.
And I wasn't the good at school autistic. My favorite book was the Guinness Book of World Records. AJ, did you go to the book fair? Yeah. Did you get a book? Uh-huh. A book you actually read. No, I got this big shiny thing with fat naked people and roller coasters in it. I didn't even know it was on the spectrum until a couple of years ago. My parents knew the whole time, but they didn't want me to be labeled. And of course, they know how harmful labels are because their label is stupid boomer. Would they have done the same thing if I had IBS? Dad, why do I keep shit in my pants? I don't know, son. Have some more chili. Being an autistic kid, I had 100 board games and no one to play with. That's why the symbol for autism is a puzzle piece. To me, every game was solitaire. Uno, players. Draw 4, why do I keep doing this to myself? The kids at schools had no game, but I had all the games. My sister told me to get a life. I had life. It was Monsters, Inc. edition. After years of suffering, I finally took a chance on essential oils, and it really did a number on my autism. My parents are so proud now that I stopped watching anime. I've been doing some traveling. I saw a Statue of Liberty, and I learned the Statue of Liberty was made out of copper. It was the color of a penny when it was first built. The Statue of Liberty is like Jesus. It's a brown person, but that's not most Americans' mental image of it. I also went to Busch Gardens, not the one you're thinking of. This place didn't have roller coasters or bushes, just an aircraft carrier shaped topiary and some guy doing portraits. It was the George W. Bush Gardens.
Oh.
Of course, my favorite president was Garfield because he was assassinated on a Monday. Even more namesake, his lasagna was poisoned. I didn't know what Latinx meant until more recently. I thought it was just a catch-all so white people didn't have to learn all the different Latin American countries. I also thought Polyasian meant many Asian, like a Polyasian restaurant. It has sushi and Korean barbecue. I don't know which Joe Rogan show is scarier, the one where they jumped out of helicopters or the one where they talked to flat earthers.
Oh.
Joe Rogan's become a contestant on his own game show, but I'm not going to beat the worms out of that dead horse.
Oh.
But the Joe Rogan show inspired me to start my own business, a laundromat that accepts cryptocurrency. It's for money laundering.
Oh.
And I started day trading. I've traded Columbus Day for Indigenous Day. It was great to finally get that headdress out of my closet. All right, I think that is my time.
Yeah, pretty close. 19 seconds.
Cool.
All right, let's give it up for AJ Cappuccino, everybody. All right. And AJ, where can we find you on social media?
All right. It's a little bit confusing because sometimes I have the N there, sometimes I don't. On Instagram, that's my biggest social media, and It does have the N. It's AJ Cappuccino, and I am trying to change my TikTok to also be AJ Cappuccino, but it might. I think my TikTok is still AJ Cappuccino though.
Oh, okay.
So
cool. So we'll check you out on those. We'll go follow him on his Instagram and his TikTok. Yeah, we're all trying all this stuff. I'm on TikTok. Yeah, if you go look up my whole name, I'm on TikTok and you will see me briefly. I'm trying to do some jokes, but I'm doing sketch comedy up there as well. I am doing my impersonation of Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe. So go check that out. That should be interesting. I do little sketches of that. All right, Tom Foolery. Quit playing. What? No. I'm not pranking you. I said I wasn't going to pay you. This is just for fun. Yeah. No, I'm not going to pay him Monopoly money. No. Oh, good, good. Joe Rogan, by Sergeant Arms note, is good choice because he is into tomfoolery. Yes, he is. Joe Rogan, I used to like the guy, but now I'm a little bit questionable of what he's doing. So let's get up to our last combatant of the state on the stage tonight. Please welcome to the stage Dennis Mull, everybody. Yeah. Woo!
I appreciate it. So I'm Jewish, right? And I watched a lot of sports growing up. And over the years, I was noticing something watching sports that, all right, so like, I'm sure there's plenty of Jewish people, playing professional sports.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed there's not a lot with stereotypical Jewish last names. Yeah, like in all my years of watching football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, I've never, ever, ever heard anybody ever say, home run by Finkelstein. Or nice catch by Eisenberg. Or unbelievable play by Lipschitz. I love that name, Lipschitz. But so anyway, so it got me thinking. I was like, I wonder what it would be like if there was an all-Jewish hockey league. Yeah, an all-Jewish hockey league. So I think it would sound something like this. Hello, and welcome to the game between the Cincinnati Circumcises and the Miami Moyles. Now, for those of you that don't know what a Moyle is, the Moyle's the guy that does the circumcision. Yeah, he's the guy at Thanksgiving that wants to carve the turkey.
No.
So anyway, so the circumcision's a big deal in the Jewish religion. Yeah, the rabbis there and the moil, right? And the whole thing, it's called a bris. Yeah, it's called a bris. And the moil, he's got his bag of tools. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's called a brisket. Yeah, see, that's probably why so many Jews are delicatessens.
Oh.
They carve one, they move on. So you guys know that show? You know that show, Dancing with the Stars?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know that show, right?
Yep.
So the guys, right, on the show, they wear these tight black pants. Yeah, and everything's like really protruding,
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't even know why they call it ballroom dancing for anyways, because after seeing those pants, believe me, there's no ballroom. No, there's no ballroom. Zero. But so I had a dog growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a Springer Spaniel.
Ah.
Yeah, Springer Spaniel. But it turns out it wasn't your typical Springer Spaniel. No, it wasn't good with kids. It was really aggressive. Yeah, come to find out, it wasn't a Springer Spaniel. No, it wasn't. It was a mutt. Yeah, it was a Jerry Springer Spaniel. Well, it didn't know who its father was. Like, who's your dog? Who's your daddy, dog? Screwed that up. That's okay. But so let's see. I used to be a bit of a germaphobe. Yeah, I was pretty bad. Yeah, I used to put toilet paper down on the toilet seat.
Mm.
at my house. Yeah. Yeah, and I lived alone. It's just me. Yeah, it's pretty scary. All right, guys. I think I'm pretty close to my time. I'm Dennis Small. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give it up for Dennis Small, everybody. And Dennis, where can we find you on social media?
Oh, God. Facebook, and that's about it. I had a website at one point, but I let it run out. It was called Dennis Small Comedy, but yeah.
You let it run out. Oh,
yeah, maybe I'll redo it. Who knows?
But we can find you on Facebook under Dennis Small.
About it. That's about it for now. Maybe I'll get some videos out there. Who knows?
Hey, that'd be cool. You're so funny. I always love watching you. I met him on a open mic on Zoom called the Hail Mary mic. It's a daily one from 1 to 2 Eastern time, and that's when I take my lunch. Work, if you're watching, that's when I take my lunch. Okay? All right, that's what I told you. I don't take an early lunch, I take a late lunch. All right. So, now we're into the fun of the show. Who is Joker Ace of the night? Let's see. I don't pick it. It's the judge's job. I don't have the tough job. I give it to Tom Foolery. And no, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works, Tom. No, look. You can't ask how tall each one of them is. That's not how you judge this. It's by their comedy. Oh my gosh, Tom! Oh, he's pulling my leg again. Ow! He's literally in the studio with me. I have a small studio. Oh, Tom, you don't get to fool us as to who you are picking. And I can't read. That's a first. That's a second, and a third thing I know. All right, Tom, you have the hardest choice. Okay. That is your pick for Joker Ace of the night, correct? I want to make sure. No? Okay. So, Joker Ace for tonight is Sara Kunz, everybody. Yeah! All right, Sara!
Yay!
She even got toasted.
Thank you.
She got toasted this show. So, Sara, we'll get together with you after the show, and we'll figure out a date you can be on one of those shows I talked about.
Oh, thank you.
You were awesome. Thank you so much. And I want to give a big round of applause to Dennis and AJ, too, for playing tonight. They were such great competitors tonight. I love them both. They were so cool. AJ played before. And Dennis, this is your first time. You did awesome. And this is just for fun. You know, if you want notes from the judge on what worked, what didn't work, please just message me and I will get that from the judge for you. And let's give it up for Tom Foolery one more time. Thank you, Judge Tom Foolery, aka Jeff Foxworthy. I mean, yeah, so. And I also want to give a big round of applause to my co-producer, Sergeant at Arms. Oh my gosh, she does such a great job running tech, so I don't look like I'm hunting for everyone's video up on Zoom. She is an amazing producer, so that was awesome. All right, so that was it for tonight, guys. Stay tuned next Wednesday for another episode of Bombing Run, where 3 more combatants will compete to see who's Joker Ace. So for me, Sergeant at Arms, and Tom Foolery, this has been an Oddly Funny production. Thank you.
This has been an Oddly Funny production.